Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn birthday, so I'm going to do a special reading for those of you that your birthday is today. All right, and this reading is for you. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we're going to get some tarot. And then we'll get some clarifiers, and we'll close out with some oracle. I'll get a few different oracle cards for you. All right, so let's see what's going on and who needs to hear a message. All right, so we have the Star card, and that is crossed by Temperance. And then we have the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. Let's see, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Fool. And then we have the Five of Swords. I feel like the energies want you to get in a calmer place. I feel like you may have some anxiety. I feel like you may have some things that you're you're worrying about, that you're stressing about, that you're dealing with, that you've kind of had a lot on your plate. But I feel like you're making those decisions kind of to lighten your load so that things become calmer, that things become smoother, that you're not... I feel like you're kind of clearing that energy that's around you, whether it's people or energies, or, you know, maybe rearranging where it is that you live. You're kind of out with the old and in with the new. I feel like this coming year, you're like, yeah, I want to start new and I want to start fresh, and I want things to be smoother and calmer, and I want to be in a more happier place where I'm feeling lighter and I'm feeling more energized. There's definitely some... I feel like you're trying to decide on something, like you're trying to decide, because this may be a big change for you. There may be a big cleaning out, you know, that you have to do, some big changes that you have to make. And maybe you're just you're trying to look at both sides of doing this, or you're trying to wait until you feel more confident in making this decision. But I feel like you're not feeling balanced, and you're feeling a little frustrated, and those are the things that you need to, like, you want to look into so that you can feel more balanced, that you can feel calmer. All right, so let's get some clarifying. So some clarification for Temperance and the Star. Clarification for Temperance and the Star. See, I'm not sure if it's... Maybe it's not these cards. I know it's the right cards when they start, like when I'm shuffling and they start to turn over. I'm like, yeah, this feels right. And I don't want to force it if it's not the right deck, because then I feel like the reading won't be true. All right, so let's get clarification for Temperance and the Star. Nope, none of them are feeling right. Let's go back to these. We have the Tower. Yeah, that's maybe, like, it took me a couple times. Like, it took me a while to get to that, but it also took me some different decks in order to feel the one that was right. But then I went back to the one that I started. So I feel like that's what it's going to be like for you, is just like trying different things. And maybe that's why you're not ready to make a decision yet, is because you're trying different things. You're trying to see what is I feel like you're at least exploring your options about what it is that you want to do. And you're not feeling stuck. But I feel like you know that you have to rebuild something, and you have to let go of something, and you have to move on from something, because that's what I was feeling, is that it's making you feel heavy. Tens are completions. So I do feel that you are coming to a decision, but it's feeling heavy. And it's definitely something that's exhausted you. It's definitely something that this energy that has worn you out, but you're ready for that new start. Okay, you're looking towards the future, like you're looking towards next year. All right, 2 of Swords, and then 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles, which is ready to get down to work, ready to make some decisions. I feel like you're definitely getting there. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles, and I feel like that can represent you. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is patient, and somebody who is a hard worker, and somebody who's good with business, and somebody that I feel like is very clear-headed, level-headed, and I feel like your clarity for the future is coming through for you. All right, so let's get some clarification for the 7 of Swords. I feel like with this 7 of Swords card here, it's like he's taking the swords that he needs. He's leaving behind like this fox and these 2 cards, and he's leaving behind like this sneaky energy, this bad energy. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take what I need and I'm moving on. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords, and then we have the King of Wands. I feel that the King of Wands is very knowledgeable, very wise, very level-headed. And then we have the 8 of Swords. That could represent that you're holding yourself back, but it also can represent you're waiting until the time is right. And that's what I feel like the 8 of Swords represents, is that you're waiting until the time is right for you to make the decisions on these things that you want to do. But you know that there has to be some rebuilding. And then we have the King of Cups. So we have the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. So now all we need is the King of Swords. And then you'll have all the kings. King of Cups is somebody who is very easygoing. Oh, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. I feel like this is future energy, so I feel like there's a calmness. I feel like you're like more emotionally you're feeling calmer. You're not having the heaviness of this right here. You're not having that heaviness anymore. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. This is, I feel like it's something that's to come in, this calmness. There may be somebody that lends a hand, because with this hand reaching out, I feel like it's, it's asking for help if you need it. Feeling able to reach out to people, feeling more secure with that. All right, so let's get clarification for 6 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Again, so you have the 2 of Swords again, finding that clarity to make that decision, seeing both sides of a situation. We have the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is, kind of keeping to yourself, because I feel like this is the environment. So right now I feel like you're keeping to yourself. You're trying to make a decision, because this here is the foundation of the situation, making that decision. So this goes very well with that, because you're kind of holding back. You're not doing that yet. When the time is right and you feel that it's the right decision for you, that you will move forward. But your goal is to get back into that positive, happy space. All right, so clarification for 9 of Cups. We have the Empress. All right, and this is your strengths, because I feel like you're feeling strong about your future goals and what you want to have happen, and where you want things to go, like what your goals are. And this brings in a lot of growth. This also can represent birth. It can represent marriage. It can represent commitment, but it could also represent just growing and learning. And this could be this does feel like a very big learning lesson for you, a very, very evolving situation here. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about slow, steady progress. So things are moving forward. They may not be going as fast as you would like them to go, but they are moving forward. And I feel like this is not something that you want to rush into, these changes that you want to make in your life. Then we have the Fool card. These are where your thoughts and concerns is, you know, taking that leap of faith, taking those first steps, you know, are you going to be able to get to that good place? And I feel like that's what your concerns are, and that may be why you're holding back to make these decisions, because you're like, well, is this really going to bring me a brighter future? Is this really going to bring me my 9 of Cups? All right, so clarification for the 5 of Swords to close out. There we go. We got these 2 cards. We have the 4 of Cups, and I like this how this is depicted, because he's looking up towards that cup. He's looking up towards, you know, this bright light cup. He's looking up towards that, and he's not focusing on these 3 empty cups. He's looking at the cup that is full. And then we have the World card, and that is about success and victory and, you know, getting past this situation. And even though it's a difficult time, still keeping your head up, still staying focused, still pushing forward. And not, yes, there may be days where it gets to you where you do look at the 3 empty cups, but that you remember what your goals are and what your wishes and your dreams, and you keep pushing forward, and you know that this is a positive thing for you to do. All right, so let's get a empowering question card. All right, this one flipped over. Why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? All right, that's a good question. Why are you doing those things? Is it to reach this 9 of Cups? Is it to have more ease, more flow, to have things be calmer? Is it about making the choices that are best for you? All right, let's get an animal oracle. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I feel like that represents the 3 of Wands, is seeing the big picture. Sometimes we can't see, you know, because we're just dealing with what's right in front of us, and so our judgment gets clouded and we get stuck in that energy, especially if it's like has this tower here. But it's like seeing the big picture, which I feel like is the 9 of Cups. You know, seeing, okay, I have to muddle through this right now in order to get to this 9 of Cups. There's stuff that I have to clean out my closet. I have to, you know, get rid of, that I have to change, that I have to move. I have to have different perspectives on in order for me to see the big picture of this 9 of Cups, whatever this 9 of Cups may represent for you. All right, and then let's get a fortune reading card and close out with that. And then maybe I'll do a Whispers of Love. I'm kind of feeling a Whispers of Love. All right, so let's get a fortune reading. Key, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. And I feel like ready to let go, I feel like represents the 2 of Swords, when you're ready to let that go. New beginnings, directions, and adventures. And I feel like that represents the 3 of Wands and this 9 of Cups here. But you have to be able to, you know, sometimes you have to shake things up and move things around and, you know, have a different perspective on things in order to move forward if you're not happy with the way things are. All right, so let's finally close out with a Whispers of Love. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. So being honest about, so maybe there's some tower moments, and this has to do, you know, with a person. And I feel like being honest about how you feel, being honest to this person, being honest to the situation, and speaking your truth. And that helps you with that security of the decision that you're making, because you know it's your truth. All right. All right. Happy birthday. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.